MVG Sports presents Cheeseburger TwR. What is up, y'alls? I am Cheeseburger TwR, and we are back for the very first official review here on the MVG Sports channel. Glad you're all here, and hopefully we have a great first time of it. We're going with an old classic here, and something that's very near and dear to my heart. I went to McDonald's, I believe is the correct pronunciation, at least according to Johnny Carson. But yes, I am trying the McDonald's cheeseburger here for the first review. Definitely one of my favorites and one of the ones that I've had a lot over the years, but don't want to, cloud my judgment too much. And yeah, I guess just want to do a little bit of story time here to begin with. I'd actually worked at McDonald's. It was my first job. I started in February of 1999. And I actually stayed for about 6 months. And I had always loved McDonald's growing up. I had always gotten the cheeseburger meal, the 2 cheeseburger meal growing up. I think just because it had the 2 cheeseburgers, so it's like, why not? So my girlfriend had actually wanted me to get her the 2 cheeseburger meal recently. And I was like, yes, good old number 2. And, I went there and I was looking around. I was like, I was about to order a number 2. And then I looked and I was like, it's not there. It's like, where is it? I'm looking around and they're like, can I take your order? And I was like, and I finally found it, and I actually double checked today, number 7. So, always remember that it is the number 7, and, it's always been very good. We never got fast food too much growing up, and, but when we did go, it was always great. It was always, going to McDonald's. My grandpa would always get us gift certificates, and yes, it was actually like a paper certificate, back in the 90s. And, we would go there for Christmas, and, we'd go there on Christmas Eve to their house to celebrate. And then afterwards, what have you, we'd go on December 26th to go ahead and get whatever we wanted. And got the eggnog shakes as well. It's like, you guys, eggnog is fantastic. Tell me, if you guys like eggnog, or if you don't like eggnog, be sure to comment below and tell me what you think. I know a lot of people don't like it. I remember when I was in probably 2nd or 3rd grade, I really liked eggnog, and my brother and I and dad and whole family love eggnog. And I was talking with some friends at recess or whatever, and then I was like, oh, I like eggnog. And they're like, ew. And I said, what's the problem? And they said, oh, it has eggs in it. And I was like, no, it doesn't. Me being the silly kid that I was, it was like, no, this doesn't have eggs in it. I guess to me, I didn't think that it had eggs in it because it didn't taste eggy and whatever. So it was just, a young, dumb, stupid kid. And, eventually I found out, and they do have eggs and eggnog. So there's your lesson for the day. So we'll have a good little look-see here. And look, it's even customized for me. Cheeseburger TwR. Look at that. They were so nice to write that on there for me. You might have to watch this in a mirror, though, and definitely the production quality will go up as we proceed. But right now, we will go ahead and deal with what we have. And one of my favorites, just go ahead and take a look here. Here's what we're looking at. And then, it's a nice little flat smash patty. It feels like you could down probably about 10 to 12 of these in one sitting. So again, it just looks like a big mashed flat, almost grilled cheese. But let me go ahead and unbun this for you. Ooh, it's got that nice melty cheese on the top. Geez, that's taking some time here. And then we'll go ahead and take a look. Got pickle on there. I love those little minced, little diced onions on there. I'm not a big fan of their quarter onions. We've got a lot of their ketchup, and ketchup's always sweeter. There is actually, there is a patty on there. It's like you can barely see it. I don't know. I don't want to be like, back in my day, the hamburgers were bigger, but there it is. And that's good old faithful that we're used to seeing and what have you. So as I get the stuff all over me, and am ill-prepared with the napkins. They are off screen. conveniently, but let's go ahead and give it a couple chomps and see what we got here. Mm. Mm. Very good. A little dry maybe, but man, I mean, how can you not love a good McDonald's cheeseburger? You know, it's got that nice melty cheese. It's got that classic hamburger taste. You know, it's like, you know, the McDonald's burger when you taste it. And it's just, it's nostalgic for me. It's great. I've always liked and enjoyed it. And I'll not talk with my mouth full, but I will go ahead and take another bite here. Just all around good stuff, you know, aside from getting ketchup all over myself, but that's my fault. And yeah, before I go ahead and give it a score, it's good. It's, you know, it's a classic. It's like when you want something good and you want something to just, you know, delve into, and it's like, oh, wow, that's a good cheeseburger. And just kind of, you know, you just want to hug it and be like, oh, nostalgia. And then, you know, I mean, if you do that, you get cheeseburger all over you. But yeah, so it's a very good cheeseburger. But before I do score this, I want to go ahead and acknowledge a little snafu from yesterday and a little strike one, if you will, because during my entire review and the numerous outtakes and takes and what have you, I had my TV on in the background. So I remember when I got up, I was like, I'm not going to keep this damn thing on. So I thought I turned it off, and then while I was doing the entire review and what have you, the intro, I didn't have it turned off. So you can't really hear it that much in the background, but it was definitely a faux pas on my part, and definitely a huge miss. Let's go ahead and take one more bite of this. About to drop the thing everywhere, but fantastic. We'll get a little bite of the pickle. Absolutely fantastic. A good solid burger. Something that I will always enjoy and cherish. I mean, if it's late night or if it's, you know, 10:31 in the morning, it's time to go get a McDonald's cheeseburger. Very solid effort, something that I really enjoy. We'll go ahead and go with a 79 on this one. As you remember or don't, we are scoring these 0 out of 100. So go ahead and call this a 79. A very great solid burger, especially if you just want something to nosh on, you know, give you that old-fashioned, homey, you know, good feel inside. And yeah, it was pretty fantastic. And hopefully this review was equally as fantastic. You know, I just want to say thank you again for being here and what have you. Be sure to go ahead and give me your best Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And that means go ahead and like this post, like this video below. Be sure to subscribe, or subscribe, if you will. And I meant to say it right the second time, but subscribe. And be sure to go ahead and jingle the bell for me. And maybe after we get 10,000 subscribers or so, I'll go ahead and sing some Bing Crosby for you. But, you know, we'll definitely see where this goes from here. Hopefully this was a solid and fantastic first effort. And glad to do this. Glad you're here. Cheeseburger TwR. We've got that McDonald's cheeseburger at a 79. And this is fantastic. And this is where I leave you. Thank you and take care. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.